I am Kenneth Suanzanang. I'm a Suanzanang. Suanzanang is one of the 135 ethnic groups in Myanmar. I am a retired pastor. I was born during the World War II. I was born on 15 November 1943. The day I was born, my village and around the villages of Fort White was taken by Japanese. In the devastations, my family was in jubilant because a heir to my family was born on that day. My grandfather and my grandmother are the first converts to Christianity from animism. My grandfather was a preacher. My father was a teacher. My grandfather loved to sing, and so as my father was, and I love to sing. Sometimes my parents were away from home, and I was babysat by my grandfather. He taught me to sing and pray for me to be a minister for the Lord. Next step is early influences. The significant people in my childhood days were my parents and grandparents. I never drink chen yu called beer since my childhood. Even I was tempted by one of my uncles to give me a very nice bag if I taste a small drink of beer, but I refused it. I just pretended. And one of my friends go ahead of me to my house and reported my mother that Ken drank beer, and my mother came to feed me and kissed my mouth. But I told my mother that I didn't drink, but I pretended to do so because I wanted a nice bag. My mother believed me because I never tell lies. That is my lifestyle in my olden days. My grandfather liked a song, Beyond the Smiling Flood, and my father sang. My father liked the song, All Hail the Power of Jesus' Name. He had a best good voice. Now I love music, so up to this day I play 120 bass accordion. My education during my KG days, we call standard 1B. My parents were away from home, and I was taken under my grandfather. And I didn't continue my studies at the KG because I was discouraged when my parents were away from home. In that year, my grandfather died. The next year, I continued my studies, and I was promoted to standard 1. We learned Burmese, not our own language. One dictation was I make more than 30 mistakes. So I was beaten at my buttocks 30 times, and I wept every day. When my father learned that my problem He taught me how to write and he made dictation for me. The next day, my mistakes reduced to 10 and the next day, better. At last, I don't make mistakes anymore. That's why I am an improved student. But the next year, my father died when I was at third standard. At that year, I feel third standard. My mother went to the headmaster and appealed for me. My headmaster said, it is better for Kenneth. As he said, the next year, I got the first position. And the next year, at fourth standard, I got first. That's why I was chosen as a scholarship candidate. Also at seventh standard, I was chosen as a scholarship candidate. At 8th standard and 9th standard, we called high school final. I was an active Boy Scout captain. I passed high school final that year. That was my highest education in the government. Next year, I continued my studies. We call matriculation. Nowadays, grade 10. All of our classmates feel matriculation because general science was changed, was fallen on Sabbath. My friends changed the subject to physics, but I'm afraid physics, so I choose biology. All of them failed that year, but I try my best. I try DSRC, we call Division School Living Certificate, that I can join Spicer Memorial College in Pune, India. But I could not afford to study at college. I never study at any college. In 1967 to 69, I attended special ministerial training course at Myanmar Union Adventist Seminary. I was the outstanding academic excellence of our fifth batch classmates. This is my education background. Sad to say, I never been to any college. But when I was ADRA director for Myanmar, ADRA Myanmar, there was a program that is called APLI, Andrews ADRA Professional Leadership Course. I attended three courses, 3 sessions. But our union leaders discouraged me to attend 2 sessions a year. At the time, ADRA international leaders came from United States. At the time, Rob Watts was the ADRA president. When we returned to United States, they emailed back to the Myanmar Union leaders. As we think of leadership for Myanmar Union, Kenneth must continue his studies. And one of my professors, Dr. Rhoda Meyer from the Andrews University. Ken, I don't want you to drop because your English is very pretty good. But I had to drop because the union leaders discouraged me. That's why my education is, that's all. My career progression. I could not go to any college for further study. I had to apply work in the mission. At the time, there were many lights: nursing, teaching, and evangelist. But I chose teaching line. I started as a teacher at Kalimio. Now it is called Upper Myanmar Adventist Seminary. But the school was nationalized by the then military government. And that's why I attended Myanmar's Union Adventist Seminary in Myanmar. As I have told, I was the outstanding academic excellence there. My personal life and my family. Enoch got Methuselah at the age of 65. After then, for 300 years, he walked with God. So as after I got married and children, I was nearer to the Lord. My life journey with my family is a foretaste of heaven. If it is possible, we have to live in heaven as a family together. But I know the earth new will not be like the life on this earth. Children, the parenthood, I will tell. My wife and I read many books, and we know how to train our children before my children were born. I got three children. Out of the three, two are girls and one is boy. But I lost the younger girl under 5. Now I will tell you my personal achievements. As a worker for the church, I served as a communication director and PR director for its public affairs and religious liberty. There was no recognition on organization of a Seventh-day Church before, but in 2007, I make it by the grace of God. This is one of my highest achievement. As I work for ADRA, Adventist Development Relief Agencies in Myanmar, I provide water supplies and sanitation and hydroelectric projects. Now I have written 3 books. The first is called The Gospel at Core from Genesis. For this, I was honored My book was honored as Book of the Year for 2012. My second book is called From Egypt to Canaan, that cover Exodus to Joshua. Now, I have finished another book, that is Jesus, My Lord, My God. It will soon be printed. When I worked for ADRA, there was no honor award. But when I worked for Adventist World Radio, I was honored with award of merit. That was in 2009. Dr. Benjamin Song, the then president, said, Kenneth is a friend of Adventist World Radio. Dr. Dual Chow presented the award at John Gongson Church in 2010. I said, I am not worthy for this award. Dr. Charles said that no one is worthy, but you got it, receive it. And in 2011, I was honored with the Adventist Net Award. This is the coveted award for Seventh-day Adventists. In 2008, I was in Denver, in the United States. 5 of the leaders at the General Conference who work for Communication Department, 5 of them were honored with the Adventist Net Award. The next year, in 2009, I was not there because I had retired. At the time, 4 were honored the Net Award. In 2012, in Port Montego Bay, I was not there, but the award, Adventist Net Award, was given to me. At the time, in 2011, 3 of us are honored with the Adventist Net Award. So I was one of the 12 who got Adventist Net Award. My philosophy, I cannot accomplish anything, but Christ enables me to do everything by delegation. Another philosophy is, I never wait till I am asked to do, but I will do it initiatively. Sometimes lessons learned and my advice. Sometimes I wonder, who am I to accomplish such things? What other could not do it? In Mandalay, the second capital city of Myanmar, I was treated as if I were a VIP. It was my ability. It was not my ability, but God used me. As Paul advises younger generations, I won't dare say, imitate me, but I want to tell them, imitate God and Jesus Christ. For my conclusion, in each generation, God had His chosen people, Abraham, Joseph, Joshua, and Daniel. God wants us to be one of the modern people of God, like Abraham, Joseph, and Daniel. Let us dedicate ourselves As William Carey says, expect great things from the Lord. Attempt great things for the Lord. Let us attempt great things from the Lord. Let us attempt great things for the Lord.